6.
My name is Zulkifli bin Jamaldin. My tweet number 175232.
My name is Muhammad Zarin bin Salim. My tweet number is 175076.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Diwafi. My tweet number 175067.
My name is Muhammad Iskandar Takib. My tweet number 175651.
Okay, so today our topic was given is abdominal radiograph. So for what I know, abdominal indication of when abdominal is something abnormalities in abdominal part inside the organ. First, maybe the patient will be vomit and hematuria. So abdominal part also will pain. They will show jaundice and tetanus. And then also the abdominal part will external swelling.
Yeah, usually before we proceed with radiograph, if there are abnormalities, perhaps we will proceed with palpation first, such as kidney or spleen or such. We can palpate and you will feel that they are enlargement. To confirm, then later we will proceed with radiograph.
If I may add, before we proceed with the radiograph, maybe we should fast the animal, withhold the animal from food for maybe 18 to 24 hours to make sure that there are no ingesta in the gastrointestinal tract, which will disturb the image that will be produced.
Okay. More likely it is to interpret with it is will most probably will interrupt our interpretation.
So basically, in the abdomen, what is the
Organ.
organ the we see in the radiograph?
If I'm not mistaken, in the abdominal area, the organ that includes basically stomach, and then kidney also in the abdominal, esophagus, not esophagus, sorry. Esophagus is good. What do you call it? Intestine, sorry, I want to talk about intestine, small or big, and pancreas, spleen, liver, liver is good, right? Liver, and then appendix, bladder. Ini yes, bladder, rectum, that's no.
Yes.
Very good. So it's called urological.
No, I think if you want to take abdominal region, is mainly that you take from the diaphragm up to the pelvic cavity, right?
If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, from what I read about abdominal organ, to make it easier, we can divide it to 9 different region. Can someone explain more about that?
I don't know. Because there is 9 abdomen,
9 different parts.
9 different parts in the abdomen that we can see in the graph, which is right hypochondrium, which include liver, gallbladder, right kidney, and small intestine. So hypochondrium meaning that it is located at the lower part cranially. Then left hypochondrium, which includes spleen, colon, left kidney, and pancreas, which is located beside the right hypochondrium. So you want to add some another 7 region.
So maybe when we going to take abdominal radiograph, must be the position of animal is more important. Which part we're going to see the internal. So maybe in the first we can see we can do position lateral view or ventrodorsal view. Mira?
But if lateral view, right, doesn't it depends, like there are some conditions whether we put it in left lateral or right lateral, because abdomen, it might, so if we put it in left or right, perhaps they're going to vomit or something. Do you know about that?
Yeah, what I read, usually they will more common in right side.
Oh, so right, right
there.
lateral.
We want to talk about lateral image, right? So for right and left lateral image, right and left, sorry. The patient is positioned on the table with the dependent side down and marked with a lead marker in the collimated area as right or left based on the dependent side. Then also the pelvic limb should be evenly taped together and pulled caudally to ensure the stiffness are not within the abdomen. So Opel, can you continue a bit?
You should maybe palpate the iliac crest from the imaging procedures to make sure that the patient is in lateral position and is parallel to the table. Then we have to also make sure that the iliac crest is maybe the iliac crest. We have to make sure that the iliac crest is even and not superimposed. This is more important in fat animals because they contain more visceral fat in the abdominal wall, which will likely interpret, which will more likely disturb the reading of the image. Then we can also put something like foam or wedge under the abdominal cavity to maintain the laterality of the patient, to make sure that the patient does not move. And then that's all.
So just now I heard Karim mention about collimation, collimated area. So basically collimator is the one that we put at the ray to avoid scatter radiation, reduce scatter radiation. Okay, so for the positioning just now, to set the collimation for lateral image, whether it's right or left, the positioning, unlike thoracic positioning, abdominal positioning has no set place for the vertical line of the collimator light due to the various size of patient, because some of the patient is large, some of the patient is small, very small, right? So therefore the edges of the collimation beam are your cranial, caudal, ventral and dorsal border. Okay. So for the collimator light, we must be sure that the collimator light is adjusted to match the same size of the cassette or detector by using the corresponding numbers next to the collimator knobs. Okay. From here, the collimator light can be decreased to the patient size to ensure proper patient collimation and minimize scatter radiation. Then for the cranial border, the cranial border of the collimator light should be placed cranial to the liver, means in front of the liver, slightly in front of the liver. This is accomplished by palpating the xiphoid process of the sternum and placing the light 2 finger with cranial to the xiphoid process. So can anyone tell about the caudal border?
For the caudal border, basically we abdomen region and at the pelvic part. So at the caudal border, the caudal border of collimator should reach the level of greater trochanter of the femur. Greater trochanter of the femur is located at the upper part of the femur.
Femur is
Femur
The biggest bone.
the biggest bone. That
the
connect
thigh bone, right?
Yeah,
the thigh bone. Yes, thigh bone. Connect with the pelvic bone of the animal. So that is the, you can put in imaginary line perpendicular with the bone. So that line is our caudal border for the imaging. So that's basically if you want to take the abdominal result, which is from the xiphoid to the trochanter and to the cranially and caudally. So it includes all the abdomen.
Guys, let's talk about the density of image of different organ within the abdominal cavity. It's like for intestine, right? Is it normal for it to have air inside it? So it will appear more dark.
or radiolucent.
Yeah, already we talked about it last week, right? And like, what about perhaps, like you said just now, we should fast the animal so we have to adjust out. So if the animal is not fast, so how will the image be? You guys know?
Basically, there is in this top, the small intestine and the stomach will expand, and it will superimpose other organ such as liver. So that is where we need to fast the animal before taking radiograph. For example, if the stomach is full with Lesta content, then the nearest organ that located that will be superimposed by the stomach include liver. So it is important to see the size of the liver to diagnose
I think in this part maybe we must remember the basic one, which is the 5 type of the color we can see. So if you have ingesta, maybe ingesta we can be classified into soft tissue, or maybe nearby fat soft tissue there. So it will normally superimpose the image. So we cannot see the liver, or we cannot see the organ at the down there.
So, so for beside lateral view image, can anyone tell what other views can we do for abdominal radiograph?
I think the position that you can use for radiograph at abdominal region is retrodorsal position, which is the patient should be placed in dorsal curvacy, and then the pelvic limbs have to be pulled caudally and secure. Then the thoracic limbs are evenly tapped together and pulled forward with the tension muscle placed between the limbs to help keep the whole vertebral column straight radially. Then for the collimation, I think Sadiq can proceed.
For ventricular right, like we said, maybe the forelimb and hind limb. For the forelimb, maybe we put the cranially, so the muscle, this part won't disturb the abdominal part. And then for the forelimb, hind limb, we extend to caudally, so that expose more the organ like bladder and prostate. Okay.
How about the collimator?
So to set to adjust the collimation, it is for the retrodorsal view. It is more or less the same as the lateral view, where the cranial border, you should place the collimator at the right cranial to the means in front at the tail part of the liver. And then we should also like the abdomen, we should palpate to make sure that the animal is put in stable position lateral to the table. And then for the caudal border of the abdomen, the collimation light should be placed at the lateral trochanter of the femur. Like you said just now, it's same as the lateral view. And then for the third border of the retrodorsal view, which is the horizontal line, the collimation must be put at we must set one imaginary line in the middle of the abdomen to put the collimation, so that it will cover the whole. If we put the collimation light slightly to the right or slightly to the left, maybe we cannot get the left or right image fully.
So basically, the important organ that we can see in the abdominal radiograph is bladder. Whether it is enlarged to abdomen size. Sometimes the gallbladder becomes big.
Oh, hopefully.
So
So you're talking about gallbladder or urinary bladder?
sorry, urinary bladder.
Oh, sorry, I can't mistake that.
So urinary bladder. So for this case, we have to use contrast radiograph, which is we put some
Dye.
contrast medium such as barium sulfate to see the leakage, where the leakage is. So can you really tell me how the barium give the effect of radiograph in the effect of the contrast?
I'm not exactly sure how the mechanism is, but I know that in order to administer the barium basically when you inject this into the body, then what will happen is it actually will appear in sort of like a specific color on our readings, right? So they will tell us whether actually if whether it's if in the case of urinary bladder, whether it stays in the urinary bladder, there's no leakage, or if there is leakage, then you will see the dye will be scattering around at the peritoneal cavity and such like that. That way we can determine perforation or leakage of the urinary bladder.
I think we're about to end our discussion here. So I think that we talk about a lot about abdominal. So the basic is we talk about what is included in the organ including the abdominal. We also talk about the position that you should take, like lateral and or dorsal ventral. I think that's all. But I also try to talk about abnormalities. I think there's a lot. So I think that's maybe we conclude our discussion today. So thank you.